Hello everyone! We will continue our review on a very important topic, coding and the first cycle and second cycle coding process in grounded theory and qualitative data analysis.
We are going to review now codes, since this is the first step in the order of development of a theory. So you need, after the raw data, you're going to perform coding. You're going to perform thematic analysis. So we are going to review how you're going to create a code. So what is a code? A code is a word or a short phrase that symbolically assigns a summative or salient essence capturing and or evocative attribute for a portion of language-based or visual data. So let's have an example for these codes. What is a code? Okay, what is a code? An example, I noticed that the grand majority of homes have chain link fences in front of them. There are many dogs, mostly German shepherds, with signs on the fences that say beware of dog. So we are going to give you an example how you're going to code. So this is the situation. I noticed that the grand majority of homes have chain link fences in front of them. There are many dogs, mostly German shepherds, with a sign of the fences that says beware of the dog. So what's your code here? An example here. So the code is security, since there are many dogs and they have the signage beware of dogs. So the dogs are security, considered as a security guard. Another example. He's always been there for me, even when my parents were not. He's one of the few things that I hold as a constant in my life. So it's nice. I really feel comfortable around him. So what's the code of this statement? Again, he's always been there for me, even when my parents were not. He's one of the few things that I hold as a constant in my life. So it's nice. I really feel comfortable around him. The code here, it can be stability. Comfortable. You're comfortable. So this is an example of another example of coding. This is a stability and you are comfortable. Another example of coding. Sometimes I question if I'm doing a good job when my student seems disengaged. So the code here is self-doubt. It can be students' disengagement. Since sometimes I question if I'm doing a good job when my students seem disengaged. So there is a self-doubt of the teacher and the students' disengagement. So did you agree with the code? So this is an example. So coding is just a summary or summarize. You're going to distill or condense the data, not simply reduce them. There must be an essential, or there must be a general. You are going to summarize, distill, or condense the data, but not simply reduce. Okay. We have also the canon. The coding canon in grounded theory. The coding canon in grounded theory, there must be a law. Okay, so we're going to review this one, since this is very important. There are 3 cycles here. In making a code, in coding process rather, there are 3 cycles here. It's according to Saldana. First is the first cycle coding. Example here, and this is what we call as the open coding. From the given transcript, from the transcribed, the translation of your data gathered. So you can choose, first cycle is open coding. You can choose in vivo coding. You can use process coding or initial coding. In the second cycle coding, this is what we call selective coding. Okay, this time, second cycle, you can create or focus coding or actual coding or theoretical coding. So from the word actual coding, so you are going to group together, get the connection or group together all positive, all negative, all strength or weaknesses. So you're going to group together in the second coding. Find the common. So you're going to group together similar situations, similar answer. So similar code. So that's first coding is open. So that's initial, in vivo, and process. That's the term there is open coding. Second cycle is in selective coding. This time you are going to create a common. You look for a common happenings or common situations. So that's why we have the term actual, focus, and theoretical coding. So in the first cycle coding, this is what we call as open coding. Open coding process for the beginning stages of data analysis. that split the data into individually coded segments. So it's very hard to create a code. So this is according to the code of Saldana. Second cycle coding, this is the general term for open coding. What's the open coding? In vivo coding, we have there process coding and initial coding. That's under open coding. So again, open coding is the coding process from the beginning stage of the data analysis that split the data into individually coded segments. In the second cycle coding, that's the selective coding, the Axial, we have there the theoretical coding. So in the selective coding, data analysis that both literally and metaphorically constantly compare, reorganize, or focus the codes into categories. Prioritize them to develop access. So meaning you're going to group together, categories that becomes the foundation for explicit explanation of the grounded theory. So you're going to connect if your initial coding in the open coding, we can group or you can lump some code so you can group together. That's why we have the term there, selective coding. You're going to create or group together, make a category, access, meaning Axial coding, meaning you're going to group or you're going to make a connection between the given coding. And then note memo writing. Memo writing is the engine of grounded theory, not coding. Why? In the memo writing, you're going to discuss, this is the discussion of your codes, of your coding. So we have here of your themes. So first cycle coding, open, in vivo. Okay, what's the meaning of in vivo coding? So here we'll go back to open coding. Now, in vivo coding uses words or short phrases from the participant's own language in the data record as codes. So, may include folks or indigenous terms of a particular culture, subculture, or microculture to suggest the existence of the group's cultural categories. That's in vivo. Example, hated school. Yeah, so you can write the code there, stop caring. Example, these are examples. Another process coding, part of open coding. Since there are 3 types of open coding. In vivo, that's from the, what's in the in vivo, that's participant's own language. Open coding or the process code, another process coding uses gerund, like we have ing words exclusively to connote observable and conceptual actions of the data. So processes also imply actions intertwined with dynamics of time, such as time as things that emerge, change, occur in a particular sequences or become strategically implemented. It's process coding. You're going to use the ing gerund. We have here extract particular actions or interaction and consequences and documentation of routines and rituals. That's process coding. And we have here initial coding. It's part of the open coding. Initial coding, the first major open stage of grounded theory approach to the data. So can incorporate in vivo and process coding together plus other methods. So we have here example, kind of labeling. Break down qualitative data in discrete parts. Closely examine them and compare them for similarities and differences. So after you code, you identify the similarities and differences. Okay, we are now in the second cycle coding. The first type is focus coding. Focus coding, you're going to categorizes coded data based on thematic or conceptual similarity, searches for the most frequent or significant initial codes to develop the most salient categories in the data corpus. So you're going to categorize. In the second cycle coding, you're going to group together, categorize, or you can group together similarities and differences. So category maintaining friendship. So we have example, category setting criteria for friendship. Axial coding is part of the second cycle coding. This is describe the properties. We have characteristics or attributes, or you can create a dimension, the location of property along a continuum or range, and explores how the categories relate to each other. There is a properties and dimension. So, identify properties and dimension in the second cycle. So, refer to such components as the context, condition, interaction, and consequences of a process. Extend the analytical work from initial coding and to some extent focus coding. We have the axial coding. Axial coding, again, from the properties and dimension, refer to such components as the context, condition, interaction, and consequences of a process. Example here, being socially acceptable, acceptable. So some property, adolescents accept peers with whom they find perceived similarities. Sample dimension, acceptability. We can accept some people but not their friends, but not be their friends. We accept that. It's an example of being socially acceptable. We have the sample properties and the sample dimension that adolescents accept peers with whom they find perceived similarities. And sample dimension, their acceptability. We can accept some people but not their friends. We accept them. Theoretical coding. Theoretical coding function like an umbrella that covers and account for all other codes and categories formulated thus far in the grounded theory analysis. So that's the overall. In the theoretical coding, progresses towards discovering the central or core categories that identifies the primary or theme or major conflict, obstacles, problems, issue, or concern to participants. So you can use also this one, second cycle coding, the theoretical coding, since you're going to create an overall. The code is not the theory itself, but culminating step toward achieving a grounded theory. It's not yet a theory. Example, survival, discriminating, or personal preservation while dying. It's a situation here. So example of open coding. Open coding, label, key segments of raw data. Example, interview, mini example. I feel exhausted after every shift. Code, work, fatigue. So this is the text. I feel exhausted after every shift. So your code here is work, fatigue. Another example of coding. This is the situation. I feel overwhelmed when I enter the classroom because I know some students won't listen. This is a teacher. I try different strategy, but nothing seems to work. I often question whether I am really effective as a teacher. So the code segment here, I feel overwhelmed. Some students won't listen. I try different strategy. Nothing seems to work. I question whether I'm effective. So what's the code? So we'll try to code. So we have the open coding. For the first one, emotional burden. This is the meaning of the statement. Students' misbehavior. I try different strategy. This is teacher strategies. Nothing seems to work. Strategy, ineffectiveness. I question whether I'm effective. Doubt in teaching ability. So that's an example of open coding. So from this, we have here what's really the framework, the coding process in qualitative research. So it is a visual model of the coding process. So from the initial readings through translated data, you transcribe and you have from many pages of text. You are going to divide text into segments of information, many segments of text, label segments into useful information with codes, from codes 30 to 40, and reduce that one into 20, reduce overlapping and redundancy of codes, and collapse codes into themes, and then you can create themes. So you can use first cycle coding, open coding, and then go to the second cycle coding, identify axial coding. You can group together difference and similarities, and then before you're going to conduct memo writing. Okay, so we have that. Again, this is the summary of the grounded theory design, systematic design. You can use open coding, axial coding, and selective coding. From the properties and dimensionalized properties, you are going to create an axis, group together, axial coding, select one open code categories and place it at center of the phenomenon that relates all other categories. You are going to create a common or a categorize. Selective coding, writing a theory based on the interrelationship of the categories from the axial coding. So from codes to categories. So example there, in quantitative, if you are calculating the mean, that's equivalent in qualitative analysis, that's calculating meaning. So if you're in the quantity, you're calculating the mean, the median, the mode. In the qualitative, you're going to calculate the meaning of the codes.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe on my channel.